Hello guys, so we're going to learn how to solve system of linear equations. Don't forget that even though you said, me if I don't understand it really well, don't forget you have the mind of Christ, and if you get on it, you can also ask God for wisdom in every moment, because God is the one who provides us wisdom and everything we need. So, starting with the topic, system of linear equations. Well, we have three different solutions that can be possible in our answers. One is when we have just one solution, just as in here, when there is a point that the two intercepts intersect one with the other one. Another possible is that there is no solution when you have parallel lines. Why? Because there is no place where they intersect. So these lines will never connect one with the other one, and in this way I will not have one solution. Another way is when there are many solutions. When there are many solutions is that one line is over the other one. So we can see just one line because they're just one over the other one. In this video we will see how to solve when there's no solution. Okay, I have this linear system and I have my equation number 1 that is 3x plus y equals 2 and my equation number 2 that is 3x plus y equals 7. Okay, I'm going to find each one in here and I'm going to solve it using intercepts. Okay, when I solve it using intercepts, the first thing I need to solve is find which one is my x and y intercept for each of my equations. Finding this, I'm going to look and I can graph it. But before that, I need to find which is my x-intercept and which is my y-intercept for each equation. So I'm going to start on here with the first equation. 3x plus y equals 0. Don't forget that when you're working with your x-intercept, your y equals 0. So 3x plus 0 equals 2. This way, I'm going to have just 3x equals 2. And if you can see, your x is not completely alone because the 3 is multiplying the x. So what you need to do is move the 3 to the other side dividing. And this way you have x equals 2 over 3. Now, you already have this. This means your order pair is 2/3, 0. Now you're going to find your y-intercept. On your y-intercept you have 3x plus y equals 2. Again, the same equation, number 1. But now that I'm finding my y-intercept, I'm going to substitute my value of x as a 0. And 3 times 0 is 0. So I'm going to have just y equals 2. My order pair for this one will be 0, 2. So my order pairs are these two for my first equation. Now I need to find my x and y intercept for my second equation. I start with 3x plus y equals 7. And now what I need to do is move and leave my variable completely alone. So I substitute my value of y as a 0 and I leave my x alone. I move my 3 that is multiplying the x on here to the other side, doing the opposite operation, that is dividing. This way I'm going to have x equals 7 over 3. But as you can see on here, I have an improper fraction, so I need to make it a mixed number. When I make it a mixed number, I'm going to have x equals 2 1/3. Now that I make it like this, I can find that my order pair for the x-intercept is 2 1/3, 0. Now I need to find my y-intercept. So when I find my y-intercept, I'm going to have 3x plus y equals 7. I substitute my value of x as a 0. 3 times 0 plus y equals 7. This way I have just y equals 7. So my order pair in here will be 0, 7. Okay, now in this, I can graph it down. And I can graph it like this. I have 2/3, 0 for my first equation and 0, 2. And for my second equation, I have 2 1/3, 0 and 0, 7. Now, I'm solve it graphically. I make my graph, as you can see it on here, and I start placing my points. I start with 2/3, 0. That 2/3 is less than 1. So it'll be approximately on here, 2/3, 0. Now, 0, 2, where? 0, 2 will be on here. I already have my 2 points for my first equation, and I connect my 2 points on here. This way I'm gonna have this line like this. Now, with my second equation, 2 1/3, 0, and 0, 7. Well, 2 1/3 is on here because it's more than 2. So it's 2 1/3 and 0, 7. I connect my points and I have like this. As you can see, these two lines are parallel one from the other one. So this means there's no place that they connect. So this is a no solution. Now I'm going to solve it algebraically, but if there is no solution, how am I going to solve it? Well, I place my first and also my second equation, and I place no solution because I don't find a place where they intersect. Okay, now I already solved this linear system with my intercepts, using intercepts. But now I'm going to show you that you can also use the slope-intercept form for this. Using the slope-intercept form, I also make the same procedure, separating each one from the other one, number 1 and number 2, and I define which one is my slope-intercept form. My slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So knowing this, I know that my y needs to be completely alone. And as you can see on this equation, I don't have it alone. So I need to move my 3x to the other side. This way, my 3x is adding on here, on the other side, go doing the opposite operation, that is, subtracting. So my slope-intercept form will be y equals negative 3x plus 2. Now, I need to define which one is my y-intercept and which one is my slope. My slope is the number next to the x, the m. So my slope is negative 3. And don't forget that always your slope needs to be in a fraction. So this means that if you have a whole number, always the denominator of this whole number is 1. Now, which one is your y-intercept? The y-intercept is the number you have on here alone. So the number you have alone is 2. This means your y-intercept is 2. Now, I need to do just the same for the other one. 3x plus y equals 7. Well, on here, I don't have it in my slope-intercept form. Again, I need to leave my y completely alone. So I move my 3x, that is adding on here, to the other side, subtracting. Now that I have it on my slope-intercept form, I can define which one is my slope and which one is my y-intercept. Defining this, I can have that my slope is negative 3 over 1 and my y-intercept is 7. Okay, now that I find my y-intercept and my slope for each of the equations, I'm going to graph. Okay, on here, I define for my first equation is 0, 2, and my slope is negative 3 over 1. And for my second equation is 0, 7, and my slope is negative 3 over 1. Okay, I make my graph. Now that I already have my graph, I start plotting my points. But how I start? Always, you need to start plotting with your y-intercept. Your y-intercept is 0, 2. Well, I'll look for my y-intercept, 0, 2. And now that I have my y-intercept, I move in my slope. My slope tells me that it's negative 3 over 1. So I move 3 spaces down because it's negative in y. 1, 2, 3. And I move 1 to the sides. 1 to the side. Now that I find my change in the slope, I connect my points and this will be my line. Now, I need to do just the same for the second equation. I look first for my y-intercept, that is 0, 7. And now I move in my slope. -3. This means it's 1, 2, 3 down. And 1 to the sides. 1 in x. 1. My other pair is 1, 4. I connect my points and I have it like this. As you can see, also it's a parallel lines. So this means there's no solution for this linear system. Okay, now I solve it algebraically. Again, I place my two equations, 3x plus y equals 2 and 3x plus y equals 7, and I place no solution. Because there is no solution, there's no place where they intersect. As you can see, we solve it in two different ways. We solve it using intercepts and we solve it in the slope-intercept form. So you can use the way you prefer the most, the way you feel you understand it better. And if you have any doubt, you can leave it on the comments. And thanks for watching, guys.